Hi everyone, and welcome to Tarot for You 444. It's so lovely to have you with me today. I'm going to be doing a Divine Masculine reading for you, and I've been shuffling here for the last, I don't know, few minutes just to, get the cards and literally the deck, you know, feels like on fire in my hand, you know, as if these messages just want to come out and, be said. So Divine Masculine is really, urgently wanting to tell us something today. So I can feel that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep shuffling for a minute because I'm getting the message to do so, and also because Divine Masculine, I don't know, it's like this fiery energy. It's just like, if you start a fire, you would want to keep, is the right word, stoking the flames. That's, quite significant. As I looked at my phone just now, it just said 111. So for some of you, that number will be significant. Here in Australia today, sometimes we get kookaburras, and this morning we did. Kookaburras are beautiful native animals to Australia. So if you wanted to look up the meaning of the kookaburra, that might resonate for you as an animal sign. They kind of laugh. I'm not going to try and make a kookaburra sound because I fear that you'll never come to my channel again. And so, yeah, I won't do that today. Alrighty. So the decks. I've got 3 decks today, and all of the cards that fell out. First of all, let's deal with them because these all fell out this morning, just before I started the video. So the first one we have today is the Chariot. This is movement forward. This is feeling, balanced and going in the right direction. You can see, the yin and the yang there with those, the 2 totems there. And, this is that, very divine masculine, divine feminine energy. It feels as though divine masculine is very stable in his own divine masculine and feminine energy. He may have to work a little bit on the solar plexus here, and I'm also getting strongly that the throat chakra may also need a little bit of work. So that's a message there. I'm feeling Archangel Michael strongly in that card as well. Perhaps some divine masculines have also had a past life, where they've been a prince or a king or something like that. We see the castles here in the background, which are standing out significantly for me today. And also this angel symbol here. I don't know if you can see it when we move the card in a little bit closer, but that, is significant for me there as well, as part of the healing. So now what I want to do is go to the next card, and we have the Page of Swords here, and this is representative of, messages coming in, and also of, someone looking at social media or pictures a lot. So divine masculines looking at perhaps, the text messages or direct messages you've sent to one another. If you've exchanged pictures, he'll be looking at that. The clouds are also significant here. I'm feeling that he's perhaps dreaming of divine feminine as well. Highly addictive energy here. He is feeling addicted to divine feminine at this time in a sexually passionate way. He can't get enough of her in his thoughts right now. But he's also stable. He's also stable, wanting to move forward cautiously and slowly, so that, this takes a root in the ground, this relationship. So he doesn't want to stuff around You know, he really wants to make a true offer. You know, that pentacle there can represent a wedding ring or an engagement ring. He's serious. He's very serious. And here we have the divine feminine showing up as the Empress here. A beautifully grounded woman, perhaps even a mother for some of you. And also needing a little bit of work here with the solar plexus. This yellow is coming through, perhaps even with the root chakra here. Root chakra work can be done by grounding in nature. Solar plexus, a great way to help the solar plexus is to dance or move in some way, and or do creative arts of some kind. So if you're a painter or a drawer or a singer or a, you know, I don't know, you might make tissue boxes, I don't know. That's a really random thing to say, but I don't know, it might resonate for someone who's listening. Sometimes that happens. I'll say something and someone will get in contact with me and say, oh yeah, I actually do make tissue boxes, which is just a really unusual thing to do. But, you know, we need tissue box makers in the world, don't we? Okay, so the next one we get here is the Queen of Swords. So perhaps Divine Feminine has been a little bit short or sharp or quick with her words. Maybe, you know, Divine Feminine's been a little bit stressed at this time. He might be seeing Divine Feminine as, you know, having a little bit of stress at this time, or needing to speak her truth, with the blue in the background here representing the throat chakra. Divine Masculine has always had a lot of options. He's always had admirers, he's always had potential other mates, he's always had other things going on in his life. But then we have the Ace of Cups, and that is representative of the twin flame union here. We can see the dove at the top representing peace, and then the cup is overflowing with love. So the cup is not only full of love, it's overflowing with love. And I'm guided to the bottom here of, you know, where the lily pads are. You know, frogs can sit on lily pads, and it can mean like a rebirth of the situation, a rebirthing of the love, a feeling of renewal. You know, we have the water at the bottom there too. Water is very healing, whether it goes inside of your body as a drink, or whether you know, are taking a shower or a bath or swimming in the ocean or the river. You know, water is a healing modality. Okay, so let's see now. I'll just give this a little shuffle. We know what he's thinking. That was, you know, all fell out as what he was thinking about. Let's see what he's feeling, and then see any, you know, things that he's not saying and potential things that we might be able to help with at this time. Okay. The cards are just on fire, like wanting to jump out of the deck. It's a really beautiful, passionate energy that's coming through. You know, he feels like he's in his power right now. He feels like he could take over the world, you know, despite what's going on in the world. It's just that feeling of, you know, that warrior energy, that, you know, I don't know, Ooga Booga caveman, you know, I can conquer the world type thing, which is a really beautiful thing. Yeah, here we go. Beautiful. Wow, Divine Masculine. This particular deck has got this extra card in it. And this is at the bottom of the deck for what he's feeling. This is like, you know, the Lover's card and the Two of Cups combined. This is making a decision to move forward in love. We can see the birds above there. There are 7 birds there. 7 for many people is representative of, you know, like a holy number. And, you know, this is a holy union here. We can see the beautiful water in the background. You know, this is like a utopia sort of scenario. You know, perhaps even representative of the connection that happens, you know, in the ethereal realms, you know, telepathic connection, the, you know, knowing that the higher selves or the souls are already in union, already married. Okay, that's a really beautiful energy. Okay, so what is he feeling? Right now he's come out of hermit mode. This is in the reverse. So he's coming out of hermit mode. He perhaps was taking some time to himself to reflect on things, to learn something new, to gain some knowledge. He's coming out of this time now, and here he is as the emperor, the king of all kings, I always say. So he's, you know, got the love, he's got the clarity, he's grounded, he's got the passion, and he's also, you know, becoming abundant. You know, this is a king that's, you know, I mean, an emperor is not a king, it's above a king even. You know, he's been through so much. You know, the beard here is representative of how wise he is, of the wisdom that he has. You know, he's not wearing a crown because he's guessing his way through. He's wearing the crown because he's earned it. You know, he's sitting there knowing, in his knowing, feeling that he knows about this connection. He also understands that this is a time where he needs to stay still, where, you know, with what's going on in the world, there is this time of isolation, this time of healing. You know, the world is healing. You know, Gaia is healing. You know, the pollution is lessened at this time. It's time to sit back and be still as much as possible. And I'm drawn up to, you know, that stained glass window there, showing that the divine is there, guiding and helping everything through. You know, that's a message saying everything's going to be all right. And this is the Four of Swords, and 4 represents stability. 4 is a stable number. You know, the Emperor is also a stable card. So these two together is a beautiful energy. This is like a healing and power at the same time. We've got a powerful healing occurrence going on here. Right? This is what he's feeling. He's feeling powerful, and he's feeling as though he's healing. You know, we're always healing in some sort of way. We're always getting to the next step. You know, to become enlightened is something that takes many, many years. But this is getting very, very close to what you might, say, you know, is similar to being enlightened. You have all the knowledge, you have all the power, you're in control of yourself, you're grounded, and yet you still know that you're just healing as well. It's a beautiful energy. It's a serene energy, but it's also, you know, that warrior status of energy. It's like taking away the distorted masculine and bringing in the masculine that knows exactly who he is, that knows that he is a powerful being, able to heal others, able to heal himself. It's a very beautiful energy. Very strong in the sacral, very strong in the root chakra, very, very strong coming into his power in the solar plexus. You know, an end to this conflict, this constant conflict, this constant battle of, you know, am I going to feel okay? Am I going to be okay? All the drama, all the BS I've had to go through. I'm feeling better now. I've won the argument with myself. It's time for me to take back, my power, which he's doing, but also be graceful and spiritual and meditate or go to God or go to whoever, that is for divine masculine. Okay, not everyone believes in God. Some people are just spiritual. Some people, think of, the all as source, as, they might, I don't know, think of something in their mind and that's God for them, a source type of energy. So now let's just go to the love messages he wants to say to divine feminine. I'm just picking up some number synchronicities at the moment as I'm shuffling, so just bear with me. I'm just getting that, this whole joke thing coming in, like, don't be so serious. It's like a message, to divine feminine, like, don't be so serious, just lighten up a little bit, like, let's have a bit of fun, kind of, like, I don't know, shake shoulders, move around, let's not be so serious all the time. So for some of you, that's a message from your divine masculine. He wants to joke around, he wants to muck around, like everything's a bit too serious at the moment. Wow. Okay. So, wow, these are cool. Thank you, High Priestess 1111, for these cards. They're beautiful. On the bottom of the deck, you mean more to me than you know. So, I'll just show you the back of the cards so you know which cards I'm using. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck, you mean more to me than you know. A long, tight hug would be perfect right now. Hang on. I always do that. I put the card up and then I read it. I try and read it back to front. A long, tight hug from you would be perfect right now. Yes, it would be. That's a really big message. A lot of divine masculines are feeling that one at this time. Okay, the next one is, ever since I met you, nobody else is worth thinking about. That's a big statement, divine feminine. Wow, beautiful. So this is for the collective I'm channeling for. If it doesn't resonate with you, it means that it's not for you at this time. Some divine masculines are asking, can you forgive me, please? Okay, so maybe they've been a bit busy. Maybe they accidentally said something they didn't mean. Maybe they're a little bit stressed, or they were a little bit stressed. But the kicker is, I'm afraid of rejection. So divine feminine, if you're listening and this message resonates with you so far, your divine masculine is afraid of rejection. Okay, so he might need you to let him know that you are completely there for him. If he's going through difficult times, he may need you to be a support for him at this time. Okay, so now we're going to see what he's not saying or what we can perhaps help him with at this time. And then we'll close the reading out and I'll wish you all a wonderful day. Okay, let's see where we go here. Okay. Okay, so there's a message here for you, divine feminine, from your masculine, okay? Now this is the Hermit card but it's not the traditional Hermit card in the Rider-Waite deck. All right, this is a different Hermit card, and its warning says to take caution. Around you there may be deception or trickery, divine feminine. Be careful, for all is not what it seems. Okay, and you can see in the photo, this dark energy is wearing a green cloak, which can represent, magic or, dark energies. So I'll let you decipher that as you see fit. But there is probably someone around you who is being deceitful at this time. There is a deceptive energy for you, Divine Feminine, and this is Divine Masculine coming through to tell you this in this reading. Okay, so just be careful who you give out information to at this time. Be discerning, and if you think that someone is not who they say they are, or you pick up any red flags intuitively, that's a message from your Divine Masculine to warn you. Okay, the next card that's next to this, which may spark something inside of you now as you watch this. Okay, it could be related to someone you have a coffee with, someone you spend time with regularly over coffee. This message isn't for everyone. This is just for a few Divine Feminines. So I'm just letting you know here as it comes through. This is the Four of Cups. Okay, so the Four of Cups represents in this deck, a boredom with a job or a relationship, feeling restless, a relationship which reached a point and requires a new spark. So if there's someone in your life that, you don't feel that you resonate with anymore, that you perhaps had coffee with, Divine Feminine, that you've, shared time with, that doesn't feel right for you anymore, that was the message coming through from Divine Masculine to you. Be very careful who you discuss your innermost private things with. Not all who smile at you are your friend. Okay, so that's a message from Divine Masculine to Feminine there. So what you don't know, moving on from that situation now, which is only for some of you, Knight of Cups is coming up here, which is this beautiful loving energy. This, I'm going to be a faithful lover. I'm passionate about you. I'm enthusiastic about you. I am a good friend. See the colours there? Very higher heart chakra colours, and kind of like the spark of a star, this kind of here is beautiful. Your Divine Masculine may have a fair complexion, a lighter complexion, and he may be casual in his appearance, it says on this card. Okay, so what he's not saying is that, yes, a new cycle has begun for him. If he's not telling you, it's maybe because he wants to surprise you. He is feeling happy. He is feeling like his dreams are going to come true. He's feeling complete. Remember, he came out of hermit mode and he's starting to feel really complete. Right? Then we have the Devil card. So this is what's in the way of him feeling complete, that he's trying to change. So these negative thought patterns, a feeling of being trapped, feelings of frustration or anxiety is all moving away. That devil energy is moving away, and it's becoming more of an addictive energy to you. So not addictive in a bad way, but in a temperate way, in a balanced way. He's feeling as though, he's going to let go of all that drama that no longer serves him and come into this temperance, beautiful energy, this healing energy, this very Archangel Michael energy. Can you see the shadow on the card with the love heart there? That's very beautiful. The crown chakra is opening at this time for Divine Masculine. He's receiving messages intuitively. He was drained and exhausted. There was that need to replenish himself. He was becoming overwhelmed, but he realizes now that this beautiful new pink energy cycle is coming in to help him. This higher heart feeling, this loving feeling. Remember, we had the Ace of Cups right at the very beginning, this overflowing of love. Love trumps everything. It beats everything. Love beats this energy. Okay? Love conquers all. Love and peace and truth and all of those beautiful things. So why am I guided to get 2 more cards? I don't know why, but I'll listen to my guidance, and I'm just going to pick. I've got my secret deck here, right? So I'm going to face it to you, and we're just going to pick 2 more cards because there's just 2 more messages that really want to quickly come out here. I can feel. So there's that one, and then there's that one. Okay, thank you. Okay, so we've got the Death card in reverse, and then the 5 of Cups. Okay, so this is a past energy because it occurred in reverse. The Death is in reverse. Okay, so all the people that know tarot, please don't freak out, because when the Death and the 5 of Cups comes out together, it can mean someone passing over. Okay, but in this is a past energy. Okay, so this is divine masculine remembering, thinking of someone that he used to love, a family member, a friend, someone who passed on. Okay, I'm going to get 2 more cards to clarify this now. I'm going to do it in the same way I just did before. Okay, this one here and this one here. All right, so let's just see what's going on here. Okay, so we've, in the past there was sorrow, there was heartache, there was obviously a loss of a relationship between, him and the person. Okay. Okay, but now, this is beautiful. Now he's happy because he knows that he has his twin flame in his life, and or an old friend or family member is about to show up in his life. There will be family gatherings, family celebrations, family happiness, and healthy children. Okay, but the 6 of Cups is really that, soulmate twin flame card for me. Someone from your past life is here and ready. Okay, then we have the Fool. So this is taking that beautiful leap of faith after hard times, after grieving, after, going through a difficult time. And this card says, do not trap yourself into a box. Start taking more risks. Believe in yourself. You will be completely safe to take that leap and nothing will go wrong. So that's a beautiful message. So, this message is for divine masculine, but it also is for divine feminine, because you are the same soul in 2 bodies, right? So this is really beautiful. So divine feminine, you might have had someone in your past who passed away. This is not for everyone. And it caused you real heartache and grief and sadness. And then now you have the twin flame relationship and you feel like you want to jump into it, because you're believing in yourself, because you're ready to take that leap of faith. And this is that higher heart feeling. You've got the heart chakra and then you've got the higher heart. So that's moving into, not only that openness of heart, but that really beautiful, blissful feeling. For those of you who do believe in God, if you've ever walked into a church and, even if you're not religious, but if you've ever walked into a church, just that feeling can bring a feeling of openness in the heart, being connected to source, being connected to to, you know, for those of you who aren't religious, it might be being connected to Gaia, connected to the earth. You know, when you touch a tree, or you know, put your feet on the beach, or you swim in the ocean, you know, that feeling where your heart feels like it's going to burst with joy. This is, you know, all of these pink cards here that we see is the higher heart bursting with joy. Bursting with joy at knowing that the twin flame relationship is here regardless of what's going on around you in the third dimensional reality. Regardless of what's going on, you know, politically or in the news or financially, you know, this is love conquers all. This is a feeling of soulmate, twin flame, balancing, healing, a wonderful, beautiful new cycle, taking a leap of faith into love. Wow. I don't know what I'm going to call this. This is really beautiful. If you want to comment below and tell me what you thought, if it resonated or if it didn't, that'd be great. If you want to share the video, feel free to do that. If you want to ask me a question of any kind, I will, you know, try and reply to any questions below as well. And, you know, if you need a reading from me, you can reach out to me. You know, in the comments, you can just say I'd like a reading. And I might just pick a few people to do a free reading for today as I'm guided. So yeah, so I'm sending you so much love and light and peace as well. And I've got a running joke about my bad curtains, that I need to get new curtains. And I was actually talking with my friend the other day, and we were he was like, he said, how come you don't just like move your camera, hang on, let's see if I can do it, at a different angle and then it wouldn't look so bad. And I was like, well, sometimes, you know, to me, not having everything perfect is perfect, because, you know, we're all works of art in progress, if you like. You know, even the can you see the trick of the light over my face, you know? So, you know, even that to me is funny. And I don't know, I just find things that are imperfect to kind of be perfect in a way. I don't know, it's like, you know, if you see a flower blooming and sometimes, you know, there might be a petal missing, or, you know, all of that one side of the flower looks great, but the other's just a little bit missing, you know, it's kind of perfection in the imperfection. So yeah, so I think I'm going to just leave my curtains as they are on purpose for a while and bring this topic up, because a lot of people think that, I don't know, if they have the house, the clothes, the car, the shoes, I don't know, the boobs, the clothes, I think I said clothes already, but, you know, it's not all necessary. You know, your happiness doesn't need to revolve around any of those things outside of yourself. You know, everything comes from within, and your happiness is actually comes from that inner place. And then when you go within and when you know, work on yourself, everything will show up that you need on the outer in your life, whether that's money, whether that's people, whether that's places, or whether that's things. Or someone might send me some curtains. That's a joke. I love my curtains, because without my curtains, the sun would be a whole lot brighter here. Yeah, I just find it really funny. So yeah, anyway, so I'll say goodbye, and I'll tell you to, you know, keep telling jokes, keep sending each other funny memes, and being there for one another at this time. And I'll see you real soon for my next video. Bye, everyone.